Hello, everyone, and welcome into this incredibly real broadcast. It's time to talk about Xbox. And here we are. Let's get the lights turned on so that I look pretty. There we go. Fantastic. My Mr. New t-shirt from China showed up yesterday. Very official, very excited about it. And we've got about 17 minutes here. Let's get this shot set up. Yeah, it's already set up already. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Right. There's been a few leaks and things along the way, leading up to this show. That's probably worth talking about. I believe it was Jez someone was out there teasing Banjo-Kazooie type stuff, which would be cool to see. Tears and Dune seem like a lock here for sure. And, I don't know, I saw another unsourced leak about the Starfield creation kit or something, but it's hard to say. Oh, and also, how many people would be super excited about mod tools? I do have something, something I had not seen before.
Turn this off.
Let me turn this off.
It's there in case we really need it.
If we really need it.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. Good test. Yeah, my voice is still pretty shot. This is the best it's been since Friday. This is the best it's sounded. It's really rough. So I got something. This is from a single source, but it's from a friend that has had some pretty reliable stuff. But I think a lot of people thought that Project Platinum, which came up in the NVIDIA leaks, referred to Indiana Jones, but it sounds like that is a separate game from Machine Games. There's been some other reporting saying that Machine Games has been working on multiple projects, and there's something else that is being referred to as Platinum that is a shooter. Let's see here. Kind of like a Rainbow Six Siege or a Counter-Strike put together. Not amazing graphics wise, but maybe meant to run on lower spec PCs. Can't tell if it's an artistic choice or not. Said it was all over the place with a few different maps, like a Middle Eastern architecture, but then another one with fancy train stations, and said it was not dissimilar to the art style of the finals, but normal. I feel like if you're describing a game as like the finals, but normal, that's kind of a weird thing. No single player, not tied to a property, no deathmatch mode, but it had objectives like get a key, rescue a hostage, hack a computer, stuff like that. I don't know if that's going to be something that'll end up showing up here or not. But that is something that that I got. It seems like we would see Stalker 2 here. or at least some kind of check-in on it. Indiana Jones probably pretty likely to be here. I have not seen anyone talking about Perfect Dark in any capacity. So I'm guessing that we won't see that here. But potentially some room for some new announcements. We'll have to just kind of see how it all goes. Sorry, this is the most I've spoken since Friday. I've been trying to keep as quiet as possible. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out what my voice is capable of. I've got a humidifier in here, which seems to be helping. Yeah, we'll get through it the best we can. Ugh. And if things get too bad and I can only really whisper, then we can always turn the AI back on. Yeah, little Faxicandi would help. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I feel like drinking any of that would just rob me of the rest of my voice for eternity. Let's see what's in this box that Fame Douglas sent to the P.O. box. I have not looked in here deeply yet. I just opened it up and got really scared. It just says, "I am so sorry." Limited edition Faxi Combi, which is a random flavor. One of these flavors is potentially, it has an 8% chance to be lettuce flavored. That's terrifying. We're not going to drink any of these today because my throat can't take it, but oh God, why? Another one. Okay. If you're not familiar with the energy drink list that I've been building for the past couple of years here, the Faxicandi beverages out of, I guess, Denmark have been the worst. Among the worst. Among the most poisonous. Apparently they make Faxicandi underwear. So that's good. That's good for all of us. Absolutely terrifying. Doesn't seem like there's been a bunch of major news since Friday. I know people have been seeing games, and a lot of things are under embargo, so there will be, there will be some reporting on some games kind of after the show. And I think we'll start to see some more stuff today after Xbox happens. Maybe people, I think people are going to play some of these games. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know, the takeaway as someone who was not able to go yesterday and probably will not be able to go today, just because of how I'm feeling. is that everything is super spread out. This Microsoft is having an event where they're just like showing the press conference. I don't, maybe they're doing it live. I don't think they're doing it live. So I think this is like, but they're having basically a watch along party. And it's like a half hour away from where the main kind of Summer Game Fest camp is. And then there's people set up in hotels that are a mile away from there. And Ubisoft is like a half a mile away from there. And, you know, there's kind of everyone is spreading out a little bit, which is not great. You know, if you got to go from place to place and take a bunch of Ubers all over the place, then, you know, that's basically what Santa Monica E3 was. People say they miss E3, but like think about the games you've heard of so far. Like this might be mean, but think about the games that you have seen at these shows so far. And now think about these games at an E3 press conference, at an E3 show floor, and everything, and how this would have gone down in terms of like the pantheon of E3s. I do think Microsoft has some solid stuff lined up. I'm curious to see what they're doing with Gears, if it's just a straightforward sequel or if there's more to it than that. And, you know, Doom, I really liked that first Doom remake they did. And, you know, whatever the second one was disappointing, I think. But I'm very curious to see what they end up doing. But yeah, you know, sometimes you wonder, like, you know, the annual nature of E3 and this feeling that like you had to keep your booth because if you lost your booth space, you went to the back of the line and got a really bad booth next year. Everyone always felt that they had to have announcements and things ready for E3. And in some sick way, did that keep everyone honest? Because they had to announce stuff, because they had to move forward, because they had to show games, because they, you know, now that everything's in the shadows, it's they can just cancel whatever, whenever, right? You haven't even heard about most of it. We're getting really close. We're under 5 minutes to the start of the show. I will try to power through these 2 hours. I'm not sure what the best, like, I'm not sure what the best version of my voice is going to be here for this. This looks like it's plenty loud. And if I do this up close, it's pretty, it seems like it's pretty listenable. So maybe I'll try this up here, down here, down here. No, that's not going to work. And we'll check out some games. I'll bring the mic up. There'll be some third-party stuff here as well. But I'm not sure how much. I've got a list here that seems to imply a minimum of about 15 games. But we'll see if we get more than that or less, or what the final count ends up being here. I can also turn the microphone up a little bit. I've already turned it up some, but we could really crank it, and we could really crank it. Let's go over to Studio B and get ready for the program.
premiere.
Okay. If you want to support the broadcast, you can do so over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. We've got a Discord. We've got some bonus shows over there. You can join the advisory panel and pick games for the ranking of every 8-bit Nintendo game that I've been embarking on for almost the past year. And check it out for sure. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. I'm excited for this one. I think this one has the most potential of any of the shows of the week. Yeah, we're just about going to get into it here. I wonder if this Banjo-Kazooie tease really means anything. It's just, I don't know. Like, what do you even do with Banjo at this point? Because I want to see another Nuts and Bolts. I would love to see a Perfect Dark update as well, but I just doubt we're going to get one here. Some stuff like that and Avowed and stuff. Like, I just wonder if that's going to fall through the cracks for another year. And then we'll do the Call of Duty thing afterwards. Some leak on that about omnidirectional diving and sliding that looked kind of interesting in a Max Payne sort of way. We'll kind of see what that is, I guess, after this first hour here. Here we go. Zero Z. Kind of weird for them to start with the thing that isn't happening for another hour, but I guess it's the biggest game they got. Saddam Hussein welcomes you to the Xbox Showcase, live from his spider hole.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more, despite a potential for instability and chaos. These events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
At least they're using the real song.
Something big.
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
What?
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised. We're being hunted from the inside.
You're the fire starter, terrific fire starter.
So that's Adler, who was in Black Ops Cold War.
But it might be better if you do.
Hey, it's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
Whoa. A little on the nose.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
I mean,
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
go fuck yourself.
You just got a first look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the Cold War ends, where the truth isn't what it seems.
I was alive in the 90s. I know, Phil. I know.
Creative teams
I was there,
at
man.
Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You'll get a 25-minute deep dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies. It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call of Duty
But now we own
got
it.
the same game at the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch. There are currently over 100 million people who play Call of Duty every month. We hope to grow that community by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one. So no matter where you choose to play, everyone is welcome to experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th. I'm incredibly excited for today's show. I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios, who are doing what I believe is some of their best work.
How long until all those other names just get folded into the Xbox Game Studios part of the slide?
Special to me. As someone who has played games for as long as I have, it's amazing that I get to set up this world premiere. So thank you all for joining us, and please enjoy the show.
World premiere. World premiere.
Okay, so this is Doom then. Medieval super shotgun. Okay, sure. Chainsaw disc, why not? So some kind of parry system on the shield, I guess. Sure. Yep. Looks good, man. It's all going to depend on the systems and everything else, but like...
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe?
I believe I want to eat brains. Yeah, kind of been a long time coming for this trailer, huh?
We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope.
State of Decay 2 had some really neat ideas.
They're everywhere. They're
Even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it. And that helped us find the courage to keep going.
This does not look dissimilar to the previous game. I don't know.
When we needed it the most.
Whoops.
I didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten.
But that zombie big.
No one is forgotten. We live on.
No date. No date at all, huh? Here's Dragon Age.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
The Mage Killer.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right.
Looks a little overly whimsical.
Someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find her?
Kinda not sold on the art style, personally. Think about the first Dragon Age, and now think about that game. Me too, man.
We have received a distress call of unknown origin. There is no record of a star station in this orbit. Something is not right.
This is the Serpent's Will.
very still and choose your words carefully. Hold very still and choose your words carefully.
Weird little stutter there.
Determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided by the Great Serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is no more you. Only us.
Are you watching this and being like blown away by it, or are you watching this and going like, yeah, man, they are making some more Starfield, I guess. The Starfield we announced, we are still making it. Here's what it looks like.
I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
I wish you the best of luck.
Ready to buy some mods?
Vaultathon 76 is sponsored in part by Sugar Bomb's Breakfast Cereal.
All right.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by and, oh, it looks like we've got one.
Harry's on from Skyline Valley. He's sending the whole family to Vault 76.
How about that? Skyline Valley, beautiful country, right in the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling.
Call now to join Harry and the over 17 million Vault dwellers already on board. And let's keep those numbers climbing.
Got 4 on the line from AVR Medical Center.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63. The greatest scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve.
I keep thinking about going back to this game. There's been a ton of updates since I saw it last.
In repose. From the picturesque Shenandoah National Park to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is a... When the bombs started dropping, don't come a-knocking. Call now to reserve your place in Vault 76.
Vault life.
Still not sold? Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone. Best of luck out there.
Across the wide Missouri.
World premiere. World
Soon she'll wake and paint again.
Is Kepler one of the Embracer studios? I can never remember.
Down every year. One stroke. And everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness.
That's how my throat feels right now.
Every year she paints again. And every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission. Destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle. so she can't steal anyone else's future.
One of my favorite trailer styles.
Yet everywhere we go,
Play lines of dialogue over unrelated footage. Usually is reserved for Japanese role-playing games, but well, I guess they get a pass to use it then, don't they?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after.
This looks pretty neat.
We are Expedition 33.
Do you think there's a chance my mom's still alive?
If your ma's anything like you have, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
Shh. That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
Oh, this looks like it was imported at the wrong frame rate or something.
I ain't have a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
But it's like it's consistently off in a way that makes it seem like it was almost like a video editing error and not necessarily the
He
game.
didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Hey, I heard that.
And now it's not running like that anymore.
Quickly now. Wait, that floating island is the gator?
Yeah, it's like the cutscenes specifically look like this.
Oh, hell no.
Like almost like they wanted a stop motion look or something. Maybe it's deliberate, I don't know.
All right, time to find that church. There it is. Now to get over there.
Yeah, this does have kind of PlayStation 2 B game vibes coming off it, doesn't it? It's not a bad thing.
What the hell?
Big Gator.
A boat and a church are just meals for Tom.
Oh, this is the right. Okay, they showed this before, didn't they? Heroes of the Storm 2.
In darkness, she slumbers. And
This is probably a Diablo expansion, right?
And for countless generations, mortal heroes have risen to defend her.
Huh.
They faced monsters
Is this just going to be for the expansion, or is this...
and beasts of primordial horror. Though they fought amongst themselves, their enmity following them to the most distant shores. And even across time and space, their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death.
World of Warcraft 2.
While new hope blooms on the horizon, the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again. And Azeroth at last awakens. The world's soul, so long denied me, shall be mine.
Oh, that seems bad. Okay. Oh, hey.
Pakistan, altitude
Huh.
30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. Your codename for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak.
If they do enough to this game from a menu perspective and make it easier to just kind of to the things you need to do in this game. From that perspective, that'd be cool. That was always the thing that just made this game more of a hassle for me.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Ugh. This music is... Big boats.
Your kind meddled where you shouldn't. As long as Oo is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it that you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
Okay, I was trying to remember what Kepler was. Kepler published Sifu, Pacific Drive, and a few others. Flintlock. Yeah. What does Soul's Light even mean? I think you kind of inherently get what it means, but it's just a weird thing to kind of say officially about your game. Oh, yeah, this is Flintlock. Right.
We return to you now as the gods of mankind.
Sick boats in this age of
And the Norse.
The Egyptians and the Atlanteans.
We created mankind to fight for our glory. So rise and wield my wrath.
Man, if you say so, I mean, hey, all right, let's do it.
Beastly chaos.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury.
That's cool.
Worship me. Claim my power.
And legend.
Fucking walking bird dude just smoking motherfuckers. Age of Mythology is for lunatics. Retold, okay.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs.
Okay.
Good luck, Agent.
So this is Perfect Dark, isn't it?
I always knew I had an
Carrington is a Perfect Dark thing, right?
I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
Huh.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
افتح. ارسل واحدا آخر. اختبر البوابة بحسب. What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
And the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington! Damn it!
Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Yeah, kind of a minor
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Deus Ex sort of thing. Modern Deus Ex.
I could use someone with your skills.
Sure. I mean, if this is all real, right? Then this looks pretty fucking good.
Lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
That looks really good. That looks really good. If that comes together, that'll be fucking badass.
Agent Joanna Dark is caught in the middle of a near-future war over advanced technology that threatens the lives of millions. We hope you enjoyed the first look at gameplay, and we can't wait to share more from the developers at The Initiative and Crystal Dynamics as the game progresses. The creativity and talent of game creators are what make our industry unique, and I'm incredibly proud of our games and our teams. They are building a diverse lineup of titles, which includes new installments in beloved franchises like Doom, The Dark Ages from id Software, updates and expansions to our ongoing games like World of Warcraft, The War Within from Blizzard, handcrafted original concepts like South of Midnight from Compulsion Games, and blockbuster games with massive audiences like Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, from Activision. On behalf of our creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, and Xbox Game Studios, we thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to getting their ambitious games.
Close with Gears, maybe?
Diablo is one of the most enduring and beloved series in all of gaming. We're thrilled to have Diablo 4 in Game Pass, where millions of you made it your favorite way to play. This October, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expands the demon slaying experience with an all-new character class, a new region, and of course, the next chapter in the acclaimed story. Here is the opening cinematic for the game. Let's take a look.
And they've got another 20 minutes here, right, before Call of Duty starts.
Boy, young one, are you all right? Nerel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me!
Nerel!
Oh, jeez.
How I raised you?
No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb.
But look at you. You're killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer I can...
I'm here, little magpie.
I missed you so much.
I'm so proud of you. But now, I need you to give up.
No. Of course it's you! You monster! Let go of me!
Let go? No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
Oh, jeez.
Surrender.
No! I control the stone!
You hold the stone. You control nothing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I could use some help.
Oh, no. I mean, that is kind of the hook of the story where they've left it, is what's up with her and her crystal and all that stuff. So
oh, right, you.
There's Fable.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than Perhaps the greatest hero of them all, yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favourite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
You thought you could save her?
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, isn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
Okay, I mean, that doesn't really feel like classic Fable, but I think that they probably needed to move away from that anyway, because I don't think classic Fable sense of humor would be as funny now.
World premiere.
But, we'll see.
Use this. Make your own rules.
World flip.
It's my turn.
This looks like that thing I was talking about before the show, maybe. No, that's third party from NetEase.
World premiere.
There is nothing.
Big head mode in a shooter is a funny idea.
So, I have traveled back to where I grew up. Here, I found my childhood home in ruins. Why hasn't my aunt taken good care of it? The bridge to her house is broken, so I can't even ask her. I will make the tree stump a cozy home again, no matter what it takes, and no matter how hard it gets. I will fight and find meaning and beauty out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse doesn't stand a chance. Maybe so, but I must keep believing that every winter leads to spring. Auntie, finally! No!
Oh, jeez.
World premiere.
My mixtapes bend others to my will. It's a strange, almost cosmic talent.
If anyone said that to me in real life, I would walk away.
Where summers lasted forever, when friendships were unbreakable, and any trouble was good trouble.
This year, I want to ride a flaming stallion of delinquency.
Yes!
What's your name again?
From Beethoven and Dinosaur comes an adventure a lifetime in the making. Experience the freedom of the teenage wasteland, sneaking out, making out, avoiding the law, and maybe something a little more.
Hey, can I stand up?
Yeah, little Rockford, go nuts!
More than that. Set to the soundtrack of a generation.
It's an interesting mix.
Ourselves in 10 years. I'll just remember to tell myself that felt important at the time.
Your greatest memories are stored in music. You're invited to go back in Mixtape.
There have been noise complaints.
Okay.
Yeah, that does look really cool. This is your flight simulator expansion. Oh, is it a whole new one? This looks great. Maybe it's a patience issue, but I just never was able to. I never got much out of the last one, you know? It's such an awesome thing. But it's just, yeah, it's hard to pull it out of it unless you're already way into this sort of stuff. Oh, right. It's a great song. Always was.
World premiere.
I swore I'd never use my power again. But 2 nights ago,
Near is this.
I found my friend's body in the woods. I don't know who I can trust, or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead. So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive, but danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
It's a neat idea. I need framing for it. All right, here's Indiana Jones.
Are you sure you want to investigate this, Indy?
I can't let this go. It could be the best kept secret in history.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
These artifacts have a deep connection to something in the past. Boss believes they hold a kind of power. A discovery that could change the world.
What were you doing out there?
Fresh air! We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
I intercepted a Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Where Voss is sending all of his men.
Is that a...
Battleship? Yep. Let's get a closer look. Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
What's that in his hands? What does it say?
Earth something. What was that?
We'd better hide. Hey, ciao.
Hey!
Oh, geez. Someone brought a gun.
Where's the stone, you American rat?
What stone?
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes! And I have it. I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand! Devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland. You have no purpose. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo, choo-choo.
Yep.
You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and drinking the piss you call beer. I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Give me that stone.
Kick that guy off. Kick that guy off there.
Can't give you what I
He did his funny bit. Now kick him off. Pull the grenades out of your pocket or whatever.
Please wait.
Give me the stone.
Gina.
We gotta get out of here. Help me!
Oh, you're gonna need that thing.
Gina! Haltet sie auf! Erschießt sie! Hab dich.
I mean, that's a good little cutscene, right? I mean, sure. But what are we doing for real? What's really going on? Whipping dudes, punching dudes. Okay. I get it. Looks cool. I don't think the indie voice is amazing, but it's such... This year, good. Good. Kind of cool that we're getting more mech games, or mecha games, I suppose. That still looks neat.
You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle. But over time, it becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity. I should know. It runs in my blood.
All right. Feels like a lot of games that look like that going around right now.
Come. Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the dream scourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The dream scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go, tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild.
Parts of this look nice.
Become
Parts of
what
it.
the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
Yeah, like is it overcooked? Have they been on it too long? Has it been too messy for too long? And they're putting it out this year either way, huh? Like let's get this one. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
World premiere.
Pardon me.
World premiere.
PC Engine.
Sniper Elite 6 or 7 or something. That's them, isn't it?
It's not emergency, but disaster. Now the worst seems to be over.
Are they making a sniper game set in the fucking Fallout universe? What the fuck is happening? Oh, is this? Yeah, is this Strange Brigade 2 or something? I like my idea of what if they made a Sniper Elite game inside of the Fallout universe. But that looked neat for a little thing too.
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather? War. Their soldiers killed everyone.
I do not fear our enemy. They talk of peace and dream of war. Our people deserve to be freed of the oppressor's grasp.
Vengeance is a lonely path now, eh? Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
People so quick to abuse their power do not deserve to keep it.
There is much we will learn from each other, Yasuke.
You can see when two people fit, when they will be better together.
There is no honor in preying on the weak.
They're doing a good job of making this look like not just the next Assassin's Creed game.
We will bring justice back to the people.
They're doing a good job of making this stand out. Like, this looks nice. Here's your Stalker 2 update.
Скіфе, радий тебе бачити, друже. Валимо звідси. Ви тільки погляньте на це. Край, чарівний край черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, ти рідна матінко моя. Жива.
Координати закинув. Поквапся.
Might have taken a second and aimed a little better there, buddy. This looks really nice.
Зараз час такий. Час можливостей.
Усі ці жертви, усі ці смерті. Який в них сенс? Зона така, якою бачиш її ти. Я ж показав тобі, якою я її бачу. Іди своїм шляхом, і тоді ти зможеш побачити зону по-своєму.
September. All right. That's pretty soon. That's pretty soon. This is shaping up to be a pretty solid show.
We've been honored to partner with GSC Game World, the Ukrainian studio behind S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. We can't wait for you to experience their game yourselves on September 5th. Today, you've seen amazing games from creators around the world, from both our partners and our own studios, from the biggest blockbusters to original independent games. I hope you enjoy the breadth of titles coming to Xbox. In addition to all these great games, we're introducing a new all-digital Series X and expanding color and storage options across the Series X and S lineup. They'll be coming to select markets this holiday. These new X and S consoles, alongside
Boy,
the
you can't
many
get 2
other
terabytes
devices
in a
our
white?
Xbox gaming family, offer you more choices.
Weird.
It's our mission to make Xbox the best place for you to play by including the titles from our own studios in Game Pass at launch, by bringing your games into the future with our commitment to game preservation, by pushing the technical boundaries in our future hardware, and empowering you to play your games anywhere you want on Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. This is what defines Xbox today and in the future, and we're hard at work on the next generation. Immediately after Showcase ends, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct begins. We're taking you inside Treyarch and Raven for an extended look at what's next in Black Ops. But before we dive into the Direct, we've saved one more thing.
World premiere.
Okay. Oh, heck. Salute when you see the do-rag, goddammit. Looped back around so far that now they're doing another version of this song. Ridiculous. They can get away with it. If anyone can, it's them. Huh. I was gonna say, dude had a lot of hair under there. Is this Gears of War E-Day? Yeah. Kind of the only thing you can call it. It's just weird because the last Gears leaves off on a cliffhanger, you know? It's not been officially confirmed, but the word going around is that there's no carry forward on guns or skins in competitive.
We're excited to share what we've been working on for the past few years.
Just for Warzone.
In Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great. This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. And I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
Are rolling.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government, branding anyone who resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them.
Okay, so Adler is still a good guy then.
Meticulously crafting every aspect of this
But he had
game
to go
deliver
rogue.
the fun and
He had to
attitude
go
players expect from the
rogue.
Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system. New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero.
Yeah, that
You'll see
shit.
a sneak peek of that later today.
Some side
Round-based
dives and back
zombies is
dives.
absolutely back and better than ever, and you can be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
No turning back now.
Every Call of Duty player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after. We are bringing that action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative. We are giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
We can do this loud or quiet.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time. When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Something you should see.
Black Ops
That's
6
about
blends the
full,
rich and
especially if
gritty
you didn't
history
play
of
those
previous
games or don't
franchise
remember those
titles,
games. But
with bold new
yeah,
characters.
that's exactly what they're.
With
Yeah,
veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story.
I imagine they don't touch on Bell in
In
this
this new
game.
chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is a reluctant leader driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. Without any of their usual resources, they have to build their own team, recruiting two exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dumas, a mysterious assassin. With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino. We aim to take players all over the world and immerse them in vastly different experiences.
That's cool.
Within these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit. Where we have different combat styles, we also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences. And we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
That's good.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they choose to go in guns blazing or take a stealthier approach.
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and quiet.
You've continued to push on what's possible in terms of how our enemy combatants behave. Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels. They'll cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet. We've created certain missions where we give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down missile launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know
What's going on here? Let's try and pull it back up.
Contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
We are excited to
You want a
offer an array of
globe-trotting
brand new
action
equipment, as
movie,
well as some
you know?
favorites from the Black Ops
Thrills,
universe.
spy shit,
RCXD,
weird gadgets, and
tranquilizer
gear.
trap, adrenaline stim, homing knife, disruptor.
What the fuck? All right, let's bounce to Twitch.
Board, which is still the centerpiece of the Safe House experience, but with brand new upgrades. Players can view the campaign outline, gain deeper insights into missions, and
So that looks like the same type of
collected
safe house
throughout
thing that they did in the last game, where you have your kind of mission map. You can walk around, talk to people.
Capture. Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Anything would be better than the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. So
That was sick. Great. I think we got it.
With Black Ops 6, our goal is to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft the most signature Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with Black Ops 6, we're redefining
that was a side
movement
dive
across the entire game.
from the first-person perspective.
For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement. This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
From the beginning, we started with, you can't do this thing, why? And then realized people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any direction, which then led to all the on-the-ground movement and everything else chaining together.
That could be real cool.
It's really been something that changes how you think and play the game, whether it's campaign, MP, or zombies. We truly believe that once you experience Omni Movement, there's no going back. We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to perform various movements. These can be enabled in
press.
player options, and they're broken down into 3
Call of Duty,
categories.
Gulf War Run.
Sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning. Intelligent movement really started with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do and not how to do it. We want every player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni movement and live out their own action hero fantasy in Black Ops 6. We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking, and we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options. I don't think this is a one-size-fits-all thing, and I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup. Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions, so now we can determine
One shot, center hip, drops him every time.
Right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit. So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices. A great example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's gonna dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner. We are constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
It's interesting.
Take cover!
Our art team is super thrilled to show you the best looking characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life. We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look like they're just freshly cut. There's dirt in between their nails, the oils on their palms as they're sweaty and running.
Dirty hands, clean faces.
We're paying attention to every detail.
The thing that I'm most excited about is the number of new weapons from the era that we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes are rogue operatives, and they operate outside the normal playbook. That means they're procuring gear by any means necessary, and it allowed us to pull a unique mix of weapons. We made sure to deliver dozens of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a weapon to match any playstyle that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weight, the timing, then riff off of that and create that hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love from Call of Duty.
The Black Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different. From the mini-map to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, the Black Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean, streamlined experience. For the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways to suit their needs. For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look away. Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the minimap in the bottom left? Those are options as well. Not only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the lobby into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
almost look like a gun with with room for 10 attachments on it, but that can't be right.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle prestige. Traditional prestige is back in Call of Duty with Black Ops 6. We pulled the best of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems and are going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 prestiges, each with a valuable set of rewards to earn and equip to peacock your status. Players who make it through Prestige 10 aren't done.
I will not
Instead,
peacock my
they graduate
status.
into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb through and a classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end. The full Prestige system is available on day one in Black Ops 6.
That's good. They made it seasonal the past few years. So like season 2 rolls out and they raise the level cap effectively, which is like weird.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team. All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these playstyles. And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is returning with Black Ops 6. Now I said we're only getting a taste of MP today, but of course that means you're gonna get some early details on maps.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps. We've got 12 core 6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2. What do players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our classic 3-lane maps. We've got fast, frenetic experiences, and we have that balance with more medium-sized, like better for hardcore.
It's weird to hear them talk about this
the
game
action
like
flowing,
with
but
all this
still
kind of
have
throwback,
meaningful
like
decisions for the
old
player to
Prestige is back and
the maps have their own
3-lane maps.
stories, and we have multiplayer taking place.
I mean, I imagine at some
after
point,
the campaign,
maybe not
after you finish
here,
it. So I don't
but they
wanna get
do
into too
at
many
some point
spoilers
say,
there, but you'll
here's
experience
Nuketown,
some of
right?
those locations through the multiplayer lens.
We've covered a lot today, but couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing. Round-based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover. For those new to Zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of Zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies. Plus, there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based Zombies. Be on the lookout for more intel coming later this year.
Steph interviewed AB. Mark?
Now, we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th. Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself. We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch. And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering a ton of content in the live seasons, which we'll be sharing more about. Am I allowed to talk about Warzone yet?
No.
Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play. To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move.
Real operators.
In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige, then taking that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you. On top of that, the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully, in this sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever, from movement, to shooting, to footsteps, to engagement systems, to death. And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based zombies. There is so much more to share across all 3 game modes before the game officially launches on October 25th. On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear them kind of like not necessarily shit on the past games, but their direction in a lot of this is to wipe away some of the things of the past couple of these, which is not the worst idea in the world. Okay, I guess you're gonna use operators in zombies mode. That was my question, is if they would do, because zombies used to have specific characters, you know? And they got away from that to just like whatever skins you buy or whatever you can bring in. I think that all sounds pretty good, but also I reinstalled Black Ops Cold War, and that's not a great game. So I feel like the last time Treyarch was up to bat, it was not an amazing experience, and so in some ways, a story that is very directly following on from that is like, we'll see. I think they're talking a good game. I think I like it when Black Ops gets the right kind of weird. I liked the Black Ops 2 stuff where they allowed you to they allowed the campaign to diverge in a few different ways, depending on things you did while you were playing. And Black Ops 2 should have been more influential than it was. But it's good to see them taking a campaign seriously. And maybe if I talk a little more like this, this is probably doing more long-term throat damage, but it gets the words out better. Especially considering how fucking terrible that last campaign was. It's good to hear them taking campaign very, very seriously. And there are aspects of the Cold War campaign that I think were really good. And so following on from that, not a terrible idea. Not the worst you could do, for sure. And so I think that's pretty good. That was a pretty good show. That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good show. Would have liked to have seen more Gears, for sure. But I think the direction they're taking with Perfect Dark looks tremendous. I think that, hopefully that comes together. All the stories have been about how much of a mess that game has been. But if they pull through, if they come through with that one, that could be really cool. That looked good. Good variety overall. There's some stuff that didn't have dates. Perfect Dark, you could argue, was not real gameplay. It's it didn't have the look of a vertical slice or whatever. I don't know. Doom looked nice. And yeah, they announced that Doom is coming to PS5 as well. Because the other ones did. But yeah, I don't know. I think Perfect Dark spices up their show. For sure. But you need to wait and see how much of that ends up being real. What else, man? Stalker looked good. Doom looked potentially cool. Indie seems promising. I don't think I like the art style in Dragon Age. I don't think I like the way that looks. I think it looks a little too whimsical for what I want out of Dragon Age. Fable was a funny little bit, but not a lot there to sink your teeth into. That's another one that every story about Fable has been about how fucked up it is, development-wise. So we'll see what happens there. That other Machine Games thing that I was told about was not there. So maybe they're just... Maybe that's something that's further out. Who knows? The Banjo teases went nowhere. I thought Assassin's Creed looked solid. We'll see more of that tomorrow. Yeah, no new Fallout thing. It takes time. I'm sure they're working on something. But it takes time for sure. So they can't just prop that up and shit it out, No Forza, but I think Forza needs a break at this point. Motorsport was not well received. They need to be focusing on making that good. Playground is focused on Fable. So, not surprising. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was in terms of just straight up, how is it as a show? I thought they did a really good job at just showing some games that look like games that I want to play. And ultimately, I feel like that's the thing that matters most is coming away from it and going like, oh yeah, I want to play a lot of those games. Some of them might be 2 years out, but And yeah, I'm looking around to see if there's anything else, any other bits of information here.
In my see if I had any emails about anything good. And we'll take a look here. Yeah, not as press releases coming in. Smashwire has a article about pretty hows and whys of them making Gears of War E-Day. set 14 years before the events of the original Gears of War. But that's what that shitty offshoot was. Judgment. Yeah, they've done the, like, hey, there's no chainsaw answer, it's only bayonets. Hopefully this is better.
Anyway. They say that this is telling the origin story of Marcus and Dom and their bond. The bond that defines the franchise. So younger versions of those characters. That's cool. It's weird that they left off on a cliffhanger on the last Gears. And they're not gonna, make good on that anytime soon. If ever. But, what percentage of people really wanted that story to be finished? But yeah, okay, it's all pre-Gears 1 stuff. It's not a retelling of Gears 1. It's all, E-Day. The day that the Locust came. So it's not the Pendulum Wars really either. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. That's that all seemed potentially interesting. Oh, hell. Anya. Come on, damn it. Jack, rip that door. Yeah, my voice is super fucked up. I think that felt good. I think that show felt good. Again, when you pick it apart, there are games in there with no dates, and there are games in there that how much of Perfect Dark is a real thing at all? Probably not much of it. But at least a solid showcase. So good on them. Good on them from that front for sure. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get going because I can't talk. So, yeah, this. Back to the tea, back to the humidifier for me. Everybody have a good one. The plan is for me to talk over Ubisoft tomorrow, but I might just skip it. Depending on how I'm doing, we'll see. All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.